Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a strange sense of loneliness? Like you're a tiny speck in a vast, silent universe. What if I told you that one night, everything changed? What if the stars, those distant, glittering diamonds, actually learned to listen? This is the story of that night. Our story begins in a quiet, forgotten town, nestled in a valley so deep the sun seemed to set an hour early. In this town lived a young girl named Ilara. Ilara wasn't like the other kids. While they played hide-and-seek in the sun-drenched fields, Ilara found her comfort in the velvet cloak of twilight. She had a secret, a heavy one that she carried in her heart like a smooth, dark stone. She felt utterly alone, convinced no one could ever understand the silent storm that raged within her. Every evening, as the first star, Vega, pierced the deepening blue, Ilara would climb to the highest hill overlooking the town. She'd lie back on the cool grass, her breath misting in the air, and she would talk. She didn't talk to anyone in particular, or so she thought. She spoke to the vast, empty canvas above. She told the stars about her day, about the kids at school who laughed at her quiet nature, about the ache she felt for a friend who truly saw her. She poured out her feelings, her fears, her hopes, her voice a fragile thread in the immense silence. "You're so far away," she'd whisper to the constellation of Lyra, her favorite. "You probably can't even hear me, but I wish you could. I wish someone could." She traced the patterns with her finger, the great bear, the swan, the hunter. Each one was a distant, beautiful, and utterly deaf observer. For years, this was her ritual. Her secrets were safe with the sky, but her loneliness remained. The stars shone, but they never shone for her. They were just there. One night, a change was in the air. A peculiar stillness settled over the valley. The usual symphony of crickets and rustling leaves fell silent. When Ilara reached her hilltop, she noticed the sky was different. The stars seemed brighter, closer, as if they were holding their breath. She lay down and began her nightly confession, her voice trembling more than usual. Today had been especially hard. A feeling of hopelessness had wrapped around her like a cold fog. "I don't know why I keep doing this," she said, tears tracing paths on her cheeks. "You're just balls of fire, light years away. You don't care. No one does." Her voice broke, and a sob escaped, a sound so full of sorrow it seemed to shake the very air around her. She curled into a ball, the world feeling too big and her own existence too small. And then it happened. It started with a flicker. A single, gentle pulse of light from Vega, the very star she had so often spoken to. It wasn't a twinkle. It was a deliberate, soft glow, like a heartbeat. Ilara sat up, wiping her eyes. She stared, her own heart starting to race. Was she imagining it? Then another star, Altair, pulsed in response, and another Deneb. Soon, the entire summer triangle was glowing in a soft, rhythmic dance. The light spread from constellation to constellation, like a wave of understanding washing across the celestial ocean. The Big Dipper dipped its handle in a slow, graceful nod. Cassiopeia shimmered, her W-shaped throne sparkling with newfound warmth. The Pleiades, the seven sisters, huddled together and shone with a brilliant, unified light, as if whispering words of comfort among themselves before sending them down to her. It wasn't a spectacle of cosmic fireworks. It was something far more profound. It was a conversation. The stars weren't just shining anymore. They were listening. And they were responding. The light they sent back wasn't just old, cold light from a distant past. It felt warm, alive, and full of empathy. Each pulse seemed to say, "We hear you. You are not alone. We see you." Elara stared, breathless. The heavy stone in her heart began to feel lighter, warmer. The loneliness that had been her constant companion for so long began to dissolve, replaced by a feeling she had never known, a feeling of being seen, of being understood on a cosmic scale. She wasn't just a speck of dust. She was part of this shimmering, listening universe. Her small voice had reached across the unimaginable void and had been answered. She slowly got to her feet, a smile spreading across her face for the first time in what felt like an eternity. She raised her hand, not in a wave, but in a gesture of gratitude. And the Milky Way, that vast, cloudy river of stars, seemed to brighten, flowing like a celestial affirmation. From that night on, nothing was the same for Albert. She still went to her hill every evening, but her talks were different. They were no longer desperate pleas into a void. They were conversations with friends. She shared her joys as much as her sorrows, and the stars would listen, their gentle, pulsing light a constant reassurance. Her newfound peace wasn't just contained to the hilltop, it radiated from her. At school, her quiet nature no longer seemed like a weakness, but a sign of calm strength. She started to notice other kids who sat alone, other kids with storms in their eyes. She would approach them not with loud chatter, but with a quiet smile and a simple question, "Are you okay?" She had learned the power of listening, not just from the stars, but for others. She became a friend to those who felt invisible, just as she once had. The town, too, seemed to change. People started looking up at the night sky more often. They saw what Elara saw, not just distant points of light, but a sky that felt alive, a sky that felt kind. They started talking to each other more, sharing their own burdens, realizing that everyone carried a secret stone of their own. The valley, once forgotten, became a place known for its incredible starry nights and its even more incredible sense of community. The legend of the night the stars learned to listen became a story told to every child. A reminder that no matter how small or unheard you feel, there is always someone or something willing to listen. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for someone is to simply be present, to acknowledge their feelings, and to let them know they are not alone. So, the next time you look up at the stars, remember it. Remember that your voice, your feelings, and your story matter. The universe might seem vast and silent, but perhaps, just perhaps, it's listening more closely than you think. And just like Ilara, learning to share your story and listen to others can create a light that outshines even the brightest star. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey tonight. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking and subscribing. Every bit of support helps us share more tales like this. Until next time, keep looking up.